As far as expectations, I guess the only thing would be that the teams are well prepared and perform well, which I think, considering the circumstances, we got a really cool underdog story. That's definitely true. Exceeded them? Yeah, I definitely think so as well. On top of that, kind of behind the scenes, I didn't expect to get as much work as I did, which is fantastic. It means that I was trusted in the work that I do, and I got a lot of different spots. I got to cast a bunch. I got to do the analyst desk a bunch as well. So I think the whole event, and on top of it, Blizzard, just exceeded my expectations. My biggest inspiration for starting casting was probably Jat from League of Legends. I really like the way that he forms his sentences. I like the way that he carries himself. He was a huge inspiration for me, and that was from League. If I look at Heroes of the Storm, honestly, it was either one of my buddies, Grizz. He's an amateur player now. He started getting into casting, and he asked if I would join him. We kind of like did our own little thing in replays just to start it out, and then we did a little bit with HeroesHype too, and it was just so much fun. He stopped, but I continued going, and then to push it a little bit further, it would be Haloran on top of that, another person that kind of welcomed me in with open arms and just helped me hone my skills, and yeah, those would be the three for sure. The most difficult thing would probably be, well, first off, I watched a lot of esports before even getting into Heroes of the Storm. I was an avid League of Legends fan for a long time, and I follow the personalities within the scene too, and I found that a lot of these casters had the same consistent issue where they would have these crutch words that they would fall onto, and they would always say the same kind of phrases and always say the same kind of words. So I knew before even getting into casting I would have the same problem. I think it's universal. So I was able to highlight that one really early, and I think that I have done quite well to fix that in myself, and I'm still not there yet. As far as my strength, if you don't know about me, I've been on teams for the past 3 years in Heroes of the Storm. I basically work in replays for a living, so my replay analysis is my strong suit, and also just being able to paint a picture of the map, what teams need to do to win, what teams need to do to not lose, just being able to look at a screenshot of a map, both of these teams, and just paint a accurate picture for viewers. I think that's probably my biggest strength, and being able to just analyze the game in general. HGC is a starting point. I want to remain in Blizzard games no matter where I go. That's where my heart's at. From being like a 5-6-year-old starting out with Diablo, just moving all the way up. I started playing World of Warcraft when I was super young too, from vanilla WoW all the way up to Mists of Pandaria. I played Legion. I'm stoked about BFA. Everything Blizzard is my absolute favorite. It was a dream of mine to work at Blizzard for a long time. I don't work at Blizzard, but right now I'm working for Blizzard, and to me that's just as cool, and I want to continue doing that no matter what. I just want to stick with this company and whatever games that they put out. I want to just continue to work alongside them. As far as the future is concerned, I think that esports will become more popular than normal sports in a matter of a couple decades. I think the accessibility, both locally and internationally, is absolutely amazing. The fact that you can be a kid in Western Canada and get a name for yourself internationally, consider the alternative. You can't do that in sports unless it's just a very rare anomaly. It's just, esports has endless potential. They just have to convince themselves that that's what they want. If you've ever been on my stream or ever talked to me about any sort of personal aspirations, that's the first thing I'll tell you. It doesn't take a certain kind of person to be successful in something. It just takes persistence. That's it. You literally keep doing what you're doing, keep honing your craft, be self-critical, and just never stop, and it will happen. I always use the quote, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I actually believe that no matter what. There's nothing special or profound about me. It's just the fact that I wanted to do casting, I wanted to be in esports, I wanted to work in Heroes of the Storm, and I just didn't stop.